What's up, you guys? This is your boy Beastamon, and I am back after a few weeks of not playing. Today we're going to be playing single race, and we're also going to be playing Country Woods. So, let's get started. Okay, so of course I'm going backwards. Now see, Country Woods for me is it's probably my most it's like one of my most confident tracks, so definitely going to be putting on the random, and I know I'm probably going to screw up because I'm doing this, but I'm going to use the Countach, which is actually the worst car. I always thought like it was based on, you know, like, okay, this is the slowest car, this is the fastest car, and Countach don't look good in purple, so I guess I'll keep it at the silver color. And we're going to have a full grid, so we're just going to do random. So yeah, there could be cars better than us, there could be cars worse than us, but we're just doing the thing. So I guess I'll probably be uploading Country Woods and Lost Canyon on the same day, and you'll have to wait for the rest. I gotta start saying So Aquatica will probably be done by itself, and then the Summit and Empire City. That's probably how I'm going to do it. Okay, prepared to lose, but we'll see. This thing is going to skid out like crazy. Oh look, this is perfect. Okay, for some of you guys that have family that got stuck out in the rough weather in the south, yeah. I forgot at Country Woods it snows, and in hometown it rains. So yeah, if you live in the south, you are not going to want to see this course at all. I don't expect to be in first, honestly, when I finish this, because I picked the Countach and the turning just isn't there. But I'm going to try to see what I could do, and I hit a wall, and I don't know, who are you honking at? You better be honking to say hi. Oh, I did not mean to turn that car over. I don't know, these computer cars, they just have a rough time as far as corners. I do too. The key is to try either turn early or hit the corner, but flip over so your car is automatically in the correct position. And FYI, I will not be using this first shortcut that's coming up in about 30 seconds. I'm not going to be using that one because, I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of using it, really. And oh my god, my headset does not feel right. I feel like I'm shouting into this thing. You know what, give me a second. I apologize, but I guarantee you when you hear this on YouTube, it's going to be super loud. So, there we go. Okay. Wait. There we go. Ah. That was a rougher transition than I would have hoped. Should have made sure it was ready, but I realized at the last second that when I set this up to play this course, some things were not set up correctly, so yeah, before I recorded, so yeah, I think my problem with these corners are, because I noticed that with the last sharp turn, is I'm hitting them too early because this car does not turn well, in my opinion, when it comes to weather. Like, especially the rain. The snow is something different. It actually helps this car out. Probably, yeah, it helps this car out in the snow. Most other cars, it would not help to have this whole snow effect happening. But this car, since it's so hard to turn, it actually balances out kind of well. Oh my god, I kind of hate the fact I put the weather on because where I live it's been super cold, so yeah. It would have been cold anywhere where I live, so I mean the only difference is how long the coldness is going to last. And I still cannot believe I'm in first. I know you guys are like, so what? You're playing on arcade. Play on simulation and play on expert. Yeah, no. Because I have played a single race lots of times where I got my behind whooped. So, yeah. I swear though, like when you play, if you play this game and you play knockout and tournament, I swear it seems like it's automatically set on expert or something. It feels that way. I'm pretty sure you can set the difficulty in knockout and, you know, the tournament, but it really feels as if you're going to automatically get screwed even if you push beginner and you make sure it's arcade. Yeah, you see, okay, you see how much my car is skidding, right? Like, you look at those skid marks, it's like, whoa. So yeah, you can already tell this car is not good at turning. Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I like. Flip over and get ready to drive. You might need to know how to do that. I don't know. I just, it's easy for me to do it, but you might, if you do hot pursuit mode, you have no idea how many times that will save you. And the other cars look like they're about 10 to 15 seconds behind me, which is not bad. Now this isn't the slowest car, but as far as overall stats, it's kind of the worst. But I'm really good at Country Woods, and I know you guys are like, oh, but you used that shortcut. Not really a shortcut. It's just something the creators of the game didn't think about, or either that, or they just like, well, you're only saving off like 5 or 10 seconds at the best. Yeah, on corners like these, it does not pay to do the whole flip over method where all you do is run into the wall and you flip over magically, because there's so many of them. You're going to be losing speed, and at the same time, it's going to take you a second to catch up. So, you know, it doesn't pay to do that on those corners. So if you're thinking about doing it, just do it for that corner if you're going backwards. Now, if you're racing forward, I really can't help you, because I'm so used to racing backwards. But yeah, that little exploit I did right there, I mean, if you don't do it, you're only losing 5 seconds, and it's not even that big of a deal, because remember, I have to reset, and then my speed has to get back up to where it was, so you're really not trading that much. Ooh, I'm not doing that good either. So I'm near the school, and I'm not driving correctly. That's wonderful. And I have nothing to talk about as usual. I mean, I could talk about how I'm kicking these computers behind, but so what? There's lots of people that, you know, race Need for Speed, and they've done like expert or simulation or whatever, and I'm like, y'all can do y'all. Congratulations. I'm not hating on them or nothing, but I'm kind of envious, because it's like, it's not really easy to do either one. I think expert's way harder than simulation, even though simulation gives you less breaks. Expert's just monsters.
That's your best lap, lap 3.
Like the way this game plays on expert is how every other Need for Speed after this game plays as far as difficulty when it comes to, you know, human players. Like if they give you a choice as far as beginner or whatever, you know, if you're experienced or not, you can press beginner. Like I swear on high stakes, you can press beginner on hot pursuit mode, and the other character will never F up. Like seriously. Plus, I hate racing, and I've said this before on other vids. I hate it when like you have those games. Oh, I didn't even do it that time. But I hate it when you have those games where it's like, oh well, we're just gonna try to go after you, the human player, even if every other character and their mama is better than you. They always go after you, and you're the only one to ever get arrested, ever. I hate those type of games. My thing is, okay, let other characters get, like, let other AI get arrested, but if they do, just make the game harder. That's all you gotta do. That's really all you gotta do. That way it's a little bit of give and take. It's like you can hope that you outlast your opponents by having them, you know, the AI be poor enough to get arrested, but at the same time, make it so there's more police on you because they caught other players and they're still trying to catch you. Like, that's only fair. You can't just be like, oh well, I'm only gonna come after you and that's it. Like, that's kind of like when I was playing Cool Boards 2, and yes, every conversation I have about a video game after Cool Boards 2 is going to lead back to Cool Boards 2, so if you don't like that, you're going to have to mute that part of this commentary, but it's like in Cool Boards 2, it's like there's a competition clear point, so why am I the only one that's subjected to it? Like, honestly, here's how I feel. It's like every time, like, it's like this, it's like every time a person fails to, like, clear the computer points, the point amount for the next round should automatically be auto adjusted, so it makes it harder on you, the player, to get ahead. And at the same time, they shouldn't cheat about it instead of you being the only one that's subjected to computer clear points. That's just not fair. So like, for example, say you have like, okay, first points is like 9 when there's 8 characters, and then it goes all the way down like 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So it's like, okay, let's say Nick and Gigi get eliminated round 1. Then them points should automatically be readjusted, so like, you know, like, if you're in like, okay, because there would only be 6 people left if they got eliminated, so it'd be like, okay, 6th place person gets 0 points, 5th place person gets like maybe 1 point, and then like have it jump up from there. But I don't like the games where you're the only one who has to suffer a consequence for losing, or unless it's in the hardest mode. Like, that's how I feel. And I know it's also, I know I shouldn't be talking about Cool Wars 2, but it kind of links to this game because it's like, why am I the only one subjected to, you know, whatever? I mean, not in this game, but in the racing genre, period. Like, you're the only one subjected to losing when there are people that are worse off than you, and you're playing like the most beginning, you know, the most beginner mode or most novice mode. That's just not fair. I can't tell you, like, I'm serious. It's like a triple-digit amount of times where I play Cool Borders 2, and then like you have a person that only has 4 points, and you have like 48 points, and you don't have enough points to continue on to the next round, and neither does anybody else. So I'm like, shouldn't the tournament just end there or something? I'm just saying. I mean, I know there's you know, this giant, you know, gap in my little, you know, thought about plan, but I don't know. But anyway, this game is about as fair as it could get. Like, you can get arrested, the AI can get arrested. There's not a lot of games like that in the racing genre where there's cops and like anybody could get arrested. Excuse me. Especially in racing games. And through all that stupid talking I did, we're on the final lap and nobody's in sight. Oh my god. I guarantee when I do tournament or knockout, it's not going to be like this. I guarantee you. I will be struggling to hang on third. I like the music for this this course. I don't know, I like all the music in this game. Like, there's not one track that's my least favorite. But I know my favorite song is that Minotaur song. It's like the shortest song in the freaking game because pretty much it kind of loops in a way. That's another thing I hate about video games. It's like, why is it my favorite song only lasts like 50 seconds? And I'm not just talking about Need for Speed, there's other songs too. There's an upcoming game I'm going to play that...
You've won the race!
Yay. So there's this upcoming game that I want to play, and my song, not only is it like the shortest song in that game, but it's not even included on the soundtrack, which is BS.
Congratulations! You've got a top 10 time for this track.
Yeah, I did it! Holy what? Okay. So the Countach, as far as overall stats, it's the worst car. I thought the 355 F1 was, but apparently I was lying to myself. I got 5th. That's the highest I've gotten in a long time. I can lucky a long time. Okay, wow. I was old 23 seconds ahead of Ice. Okay. So that's it for Country Woods. Yep. I tell you what. I'm so corny. Anyway. Oh, speaking of Minotaur, my favorite song's on now, Minotaur. But I'm gonna let y'all let this sink in for a second. Hey. Let me stop. If you wanted to file any kind of song, just add in the background when it's been played out for at least. So, yeah, like most of my other videos in single race, I guess I'll leave you off with this demo. This is your boy Beastamon. I will see you very soon for Lost Canyons. Later.